Hi there, my name is Anna and welcome to my yoga class. My business name is Anna Hill Therapies. I do a variety of physiotherapy, kinesiology and yoga. And today we're going to be working with Body Club to bring you a short yoga class which you can start your day or actually do any time of the day, possibly not just before bed because it might be energizing a little bit. We're going to be working with a flow of a series of balance exercises. If you're finding you're wobbling a bit, it's a really great way of bringing your mind into your body because when you're balancing you can't think about anything else. So embrace the wobbles and enjoy your flow. Let's start in a nice comfortable seated position. If you want to sit on something just to raise the hips a little bit, allowing the knees to drop down, maybe sitting on a block, a book, a pillow, anything else you find in the house. Then allowing the backs of the hands just rest on the knees, maybe thumb and index finger touching. Allowing the spine to effortlessly ascend towards the sky, maybe just making a few adjustments before you begin to close your eyes. And as we begin our yoga practice, our mind can be quite scattered, so let's try and just begin to draw the mind into the body more and more with every breath. So maybe just scanning through the body, seeing if there's anywhere you're holding any tension that you can just let go of with your next exhale. You may want to roll the shoulders. You just want to wiggle a little bit in the hips. Get really comfy here. And then when you're ready, bringing your attention to your breath. So the breath in yoga is really the anchor of the practice. So if you do nothing else, just breathe. And let's just see how we're breathing right now. We tend to breathe quite shallow in our daily lives. In yoga, we encourage breathing through the nose, which has lots of other benefits to absorbing the oxygen. And we try to breathe as deep as we can in the lungs. So as you inhale, see if you can really, maybe placing one hand on the belly, just seeing if you really raise the navel, sticking out the belly, and as you exhale, draw the navel in, squeezing out all of the air. We're going to take 4 more rounds of that in time with your own breath. So with your hand, it gives you a really nice feedback to see how you're breathing. Maybe breathing in for the count of 5. Let's see if we can exhale for the count of 6. Taking a few more in time with your own breath. As you keep breathing, I'm going to talk you through the Ujjayi breath, which is the oceanic sounding breath that we use in yoga to help contain the energy that we create within our body. It also helps us to keep the mind focused. My yoga teacher in India said it's a bit like giving the mind a banana, just so it has something to think about, something to focus on in order to try and stop it jumping around on all the other thoughts. So as you complete your 5 breaths, let's just take your prayer to your heart and maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. And then sealing that intention with a single breath, blinking open the eyes when you're ready, and releasing anything that you might be sitting on, just laying it beside you. Okay, just going to take off this layer. We're going to start in 4-point kneeling today, so bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Beautiful. And then knees underneath your hips. We're going to inhale, look to the sky. And as you exhale, roll the back, draw the navel in. Nice. Inhale, looking to the sky. And this time as you exhale, bring the seat bones all the way down to your hips. Nice. Inhale, ripple forward, lifting the knees. And coming into an almost downward facing dog, trying to lift the seat bones as high as you can. Inhale deeply here again, and as you exhale, ripple forward into your plank. So now your shoulders are above your wrists. If this is too strong, just lowering down your knees. Okay, from here, inhale again, bend the knees, ripple up, nearly down facing dog. Exhale, rippling forward, making this circular motion, almost reflecting how your breath is a circular motion. So inhale, hips lift. Exhale, ripple forward into the plank. 2 more, inhale, bending hips, bending knees, staying high on the toes, exhale, rippling forward. Last one, inhale, bending knees, exhale, ripple forward. We're going to take some twists into the side plank. So as you inhale here, lowering the left knee, reach the right hand to the sky, maybe gaze follows that right fingertip. Inhale here, exhale, twisting this the other way, so right hand coming down to the right shin, left hand to the sky. Nice. Inhale, coming back round, taking your plank again. Inhale here, exhale, twisting this the other way. Nice. Left hand can be to the sky or over you. Inhale deep and lengthen. Exhale, twisting this the other way. Left hand down to your left shin, right hand to the sky. Nice. Inhale, rotating round, finding your plank. Beautiful. As we exhale this time, lowering the knees, bring chest, chin between the hands and coming into cobra, elbows underneath the shoulders. So spreading the hands wide. We're going to imagine we're pulling the hands towards us so the chest falls forward and shoulder blades are squeezing back. We're just gently chucking the chin so there's no craning here. And then draw your navel in. And inhale, looking to the sky, and as you exhale, looking at the navel and feel the lift in the belly. We're going to try and keep this lift as we come back to the cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, ripple the spine back down, bringing hands to the shoulder height. Inhale, peeling back off the ground. You're going to come into some striking cobra. So bringing the right shoulder down to the centre of the mat, look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to centre. The back legs are one leg. So really keep them straight and strong. 2 more like this. Just opening up the upper back. It's great for shoulder tension, especially if we're sitting too long. Exhale, other way. Really nice. Inhale, coming back to centre. Exhale, lower down, placing hands underneath shoulders. Maybe pushing up through plank or through your knees. Exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. So in the downward facing dog, we're looking for the heels eventually to be touching the ground. But if they can't, that really doesn't matter to yoga at all. When we're focusing on the spine, ascending to the sky. So if that requires you to bend the knees a lot, keep them bent. Eventually the body gives in with the use of the breath. So we allow that just to come down whenever it's ready. We're going to take 5 breaths here. If you want to pedal out the feet and make your downward facing dog a little bit more dynamic, do feel free to do so. Nice. So keeping a micro bend in the elbows, palms pushing down firmly, bring the left foot to the centre of the mat. We're going to inhale, sweep the right foot to the sky. Beautiful. From here, stacking the hips, right hip on top of the left. We're going to bend the top knee and begin to draw some big circles with that right hip. Trying to keep the weight even between both hands. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. So as we do this, we're going to inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, ripple the spine forward, drawing the knee towards the nose, soft elbows. Inhale, sweep the right foot to the sky. Exhale, bringing it over to the right elbow, high as you can. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, twisting around, left elbow. Option here to drop the knee again or keep it raised to reach the left hand, keeping the right foot off the ground. 2 breaths here, keeping the arm really strong. And as you lower the left hand, we're going to sweep the right foot back to the sky and take this all the way over, so stacking the hips. And maybe staying here or the right foot can possibly find the ground. If it finds the ground, lower the lips, then as you inhale, lift the hips to the sky. Finding your wild thing, breathing into the heart. Just checking no tensions held in the neck. We're going to make our way back round. Coming back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, draw that right foot all the way forwards. And we're going to bring the left foot in slightly, straighten both legs. Coming up 3/4 of the way. Option to hold onto elbows here. Or bring the prayer behind the back. Squaring the hips in line with the short edge of the mat. Beginning to fold forwards, lifting elbows away from the ground. And allowing the neck to be neutral. See if you can lift up all the toes on that right foot. Spread them wide and then placing them down. Really nice. Inhale to lengthen here. Releasing the hands, and then left hand comes beside the right foot. Option here to stay here, finding the right hip crease, draw it back. And maybe if you're feeling balanced, the right hand can sweep to the sky. Keeping the breath flowing. We don't want to be straining through the breath. And just checking where the mind may have wandered off to. Beautiful. Exhale, lowering this hand. I'm going to slightly bend this knee, lifting up, bringing prayer to the heart, and then beginning to bend into that front leg to lift the back leg, coming into warrior three. So the stronger you can be in that standing leg and the back leg, the stronger you will feel. Take one more deep breath here, then exhale, draw knee into your chest, holding onto the knee. Great, if you managed to make that transition, well done. So imagining maybe you have roots into that right foot. We really want to ground down here, bringing right hand to your hip, and maybe, if you have the balance today, holding onto the big toe of the left hand. Option to stay here, or begin to straighten that left leg. Maybe you can bend into the elbow, maybe even fold forwards over the left leg. Inhale here, exhale. One more deep breath. An option to open the leg over to the side. This one's slightly trickier. You may be able then to bring the gaze over to the right shoulder, in which case you try and find something to hold on to with your gaze. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale. Let's come into tree. So in our tree pose, the left foot is either on below the knee or above the knee, just never on the knee joint line. So see what feels comfortable for you today. Bringing prayer to your heart, and let's take 5 deep breaths. If you'd like to grow into a bigger tree, maybe the hands can reach to the sky. Maybe the arms reach wide. Maybe you're even a tree in the wind if you really want to challenge the balance today. Wherever you are, just finding somewhere where you can focus on the breath, focus on the balance, and really feel into that grounding foot. Really nice. Keep holding this. As you inhale here, you're going to exhale, fold forward, bring that foot to the sky. And then step that foot to the back of the mat. Allow the right foot to come out to the edge. Lower the back knee and allow the right foot to roll out. Maybe staying here or coming down onto the elbows. Rocking into the hips. This may be enough, otherwise pressing the left hand into the ground, right hand can come back and hold onto that right foot. And we lower back down again, opening the shoulders to the side, so it's a bit of a spinal twist, as well as stretching out the hips and the quads. Allowing the neck just to lower down, to totally relax. Maybe closing the eyes, really focus on the breath. Really nice. Let's release from here. Beautiful. So you're either coming straight into child's pose to rest, coming straight into downward facing dog, or running through a vinyasa. So maybe that right foot sweeps all the way to the sky into your 3-legged dog again. Maybe you keep it raised as you come through your plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Ardha Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Finding your downward facing dog. This is our resting pose traditionally, even if initially it doesn't feel very restful. So really use it here to settle the breath. Really nice. So on your next inhale, let's sweep the left foot to the sky. Point the toes. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, keeping everything as lifted as high as you can. Inhale, sweep that foot to the sky. Exhale, left elbow high as you can. Inhale, sky. And as we twist to the right elbow, finding your variation of your side plank. So that foot may remain off the floor and the hand may reach to the sky. If not, lowering the knee, keeping the hips up this way. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the left foot back to the sky. And as you open the hips, let's allow that left foot to come all the way to the ground. Lift the hips, open the heart. Finding your wild thing. 2 more deep breaths here, feeling like the heart is lifting to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, twisting around. Inhale, sweep the left foot to the sky. And taking that 3/4 stance, so really bringing the right foot in. Inhale to lift, choosing your hand variation, holding onto elbows, or prayer behind the heart, taking your fold. And shake out any tension in the jaw. Maybe with every exhale, imagining folding forwards, spine like a waterfall, toppling forwards over that leg. Inhale, let's lengthen the spine. Right hand comes down beside the left foot, on the inside or the outside for a more advanced version. And then inhale, left hand, either holding onto the hip or sweeping to the sky. How smooth can you make your breath? How effortless. Beautiful. And then coming back, slightly bending into that leg. We're going to come into our warrior 3. So bring the weight forwards, lift that back leg, open the heart forwards. Nice. One last breath and lightly step the foot to the back of the mat. We're going to bring that left foot forwards as we bring the hands down. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, lowering the back knee, coming down onto the elbows. Use this here to rest as we open into the hip. Beautiful. Nice, so inhale, coming back onto that hand, let's open the hip and hold onto that back foot. Option to stay here or to lower down onto the elbow, taking your twist. Using the breath to allow the body to give in to the pose. Beautiful, releasing here. Nice. We're going to come back up, straightening that front leg. And we've just got a few more poses in the balance sequence to do on this side, unfortunately, before we come into relaxation. So reach that right foot to the sky. And then coming up, holding onto the knee. Beautiful, nice. So from here, left hand is on the hip, right hand holds onto the toe. This may be where you stay. Otherwise, straightening that front leg. And maybe even folding forwards over that leg. Pull the right shoulder back into the socket and stand strong on the left knee. Beautiful. Staying here or maybe opening up the hip. And maybe the gaze can go over that left shoulder, embracing the wobbles. Pull shoulder blades back. Nice. Beautiful. With 2 more deep breaths. Let's Take these wobbles, enjoying them, learning from them, and then finding our entire tree. So grounding down into that left foot, right foot finds its position above or below the knee. And we allow the hands to find the chest, feeling the heartbeat here. Maybe we then grow into a taller tree, maybe a wider tree. Maybe we challenge ourselves and close our eyes for a few breaths. Relax the shoulders. Beautiful. From here, inhale, sweep the hands to the sky, right foot finds the sky as we topple forwards, stepping back into the vinyasa. Good, so maybe going straight to child's pose or running through vinyasa with me, hovering the body off the floor a few inches as you push forward, breathe in, look to the sky. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Really nice. 2 more deep breaths here. Nice. Find your way into sitting. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together. If the knees are quite high here, finding something to sit on, just to lift the hips a bit, allow the knees to drop down and then open the feet like they're a book. Beautiful. You're going to inhale, pull the heart through, roll shoulders back. Imagine we're growing and maybe then beginning to tilt forward, avoiding bending the upper back, keeping the length. Maybe just wiggling the shoulders, seeing if there's any more give there. And then find your position, and we're just going to take 5 deep breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back up to center. Draw the left foot even more round to the right foot, and we're going to step over for the right foot. Option to release anything that you may be sitting on. Inhale, sweep the left hand to the sky, twisting around that leg. Right fingertips behind you, or maybe there's a bind with the left arm coming underneath, and the right hand holding on. Looking behind you, inhale, feeling like the spine is lengthening. Exhale, twist around even more. We keep the left toes actively pulling towards the knee. Beautiful. Nice. Inhale, coming back to center. Straighten that front leg, sweep hands to the sky. Maybe left hand holds onto right wrist and we link over, otherwise just holding onto the shin. Beautiful. Again, we're coming down for the length here, rather than for the depth. So bring drishti to the big toe. The gaze, which is our point of focus for our eyes and our mind. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. Let's put the left hand behind us. And from here, we're going to lift up, opening the heart behind us, just gentle back bend. Before we take this the other way, drawing knees in, maybe allowing hips just to neutralize, sweeping from side to side. And then bringing the right heel to the left hip. Bringing the left heel in, and then sweep the right hand to the sky, taking your twist. So maybe the hand comes down towards the hip, or if there's a slight deeper variation, this time the right hand holds onto the left wrist. And we look over the left shoulder. The twists are amazing for detoxification as they massage all of the internal organs. So really use the breath to maximize all these benefits. Really great for our digestive system and all the lymph glands. Beautiful. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Straightening the left leg, sweep hands to the sky, either holding onto the shin or right hand holding onto the left wrist. We take our fold here. Again, trying to avoid the temptation just to arch down as much as we can, keeping the length in the spine, sternum pulling forwards. Use the breath to lengthen the spine with every breath. Exhale to deepen. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come back up. Bring the right hand down beside behind you this time, lifting the heart. And as you exhale, let's come all the way down onto our backs, drawing the knees in. I'm going to finish with an inversion of your choice. So this could just be happy baby pose, holding onto the shins, the feet, or maybe you'd like to take a shoulder stand or headstand if that's in your practice. So I'm going to talk you through the shoulder stand. We're going to draw our knees towards our forehead and walk our hands in behind our back. This may be where we stay today, assessing how the mind and body are feeling. If you're on your first few days of your menstrual cycle, we're just going to stay here or even on the ground. Otherwise, lifting the hips, so the feet, hips and shoulders are in line. And taking 5 deep breaths. Squeeze the legs together, legs are so active. Avoiding looking around. And then let's let our feet come over our body. Nice. If the feet touch the ground, then you can interlink the hands, bring them down to the ground. And try and think about lifting the seat bones to the sky. Nice. As we inhale next, bring the hands to the ground, the lower back, lifting back up, and then we're going to bring one leg forward, one leg back, until you find your way into middle bridge, a supported bridge. This may feel comfortable to stay here, in which we will do so for a few more breaths, or just lower down whenever you're ready. Nice. And when you're ready, let's lower that down. Avoiding bringing the knees in just yet. So we're going to roll the knees from side to side to allow the spine to neutralize. Great. We're just going to finish with a twist before we come into our Shavasana. So I love to come into the eagle legs and twist around, but other variations of squeezing the knees together and allowing them to come down to the ground and reaching the right hand away. In our twist, we try to let go of any holding, so just allow the gravity to do the work here. It's a really nice way to finish the practice, to neutralize the spine. Squeeze out anything else we're holding on to. And let's take whichever twist you chose to do to the other side. And then coming back to centre, let's take a Shavasana. This being the most important pose of all the ones we've done so far. Feet come at least mat width apart, arms out as wide as feels comfortable. And we let go of any holding, any control of the breath. And our one focus is keeping the mind on the breath, so in the present moment. This is said to be the most challenging of all the poses, so if you do find your mind wandering, just with kindness, keep bringing it back, even if it's 100 times a minute, just being kind and gentle to yourself. And as we take our Shavasana, we allow our body to reap all the rewards, all the benefits, allow them to soak in. So just take a minute or two. Maybe scanning through the body from the very top of your head. Is there anything you can let go in the face, imagining eyebrows, forehead melting down, releasing any tension in the jaw, any tension in the neck. Bringing attention to how the heart is feeling. Paying attention to the shoulders, inviting the arms to relax, the fingers, the skin, the heart, all the digestive organs. Inviting the hips to relax, the thighs, the knees, the lower legs, and the feet. So really for the next 5 breaths, focusing on that breath flowing all the way from the nose to the toes, bringing the prana, giving you the energy you need for your day. Maybe imagining as you exhale, the exhale flowing out through the soles of your feet. Imagining the prana brought in by the breath, the life force energy, bringing energy to all of your cells, cleansing and healing them. If you'd like to carry on in your Shavasana, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to come out of it with me, beginning to bring a little bit of movement back to fingers, back to toes, maybe taking some circles of wrists. Just bring our arms above our head, bring our feet together, taking a long stretch and then beginning to make yourself a bit banana shaped from the left. Bring your toes and your fingers over one side and the other way. Beautiful. And draw yourself in, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe taking a moment here to reflect on any intention you may have done, you may have set. And then maybe rolling up and down the spine a few times, a little massage for the back before we find our way into sitting. Just to conclude our practice, I like to finish the practice with a single Om. So I'm made up of the sounds A, U, M. And as you make the sound, really focus on the silence that follows, the most important part of the Om. And just feel how the vibrations travel through the brain, the skull, and all of your tissues. So let's breathe in deeply together. Beautiful, and if you'd like to just bring your prayer to your third eye center, just reminding us to have pure and loving thoughts towards ourselves as well as towards others. And bringing your prayer just in front of your mouth, reminding us to have pure and loving communication. And bringing your prayer in front of your heart, reminding us to have pure and loving intentions. And just taking a moment here to bow down, giving gratitude for your practice today, your strong and healthy bodies. Anything else positive in your life? Thank you so much for practicing with me today. My name's Anna from Anna Hill Therapies, and thank you to Body Club for this opportunity to teach you all. I really hope you enjoyed the class. Feel free to find me on Facebook, Instagram, and ask me any questions, and follow me to have even more classes. Thank you very much.